Hello and welcome to day 35. We're going to read Acts 10 through 12 today in our 2790 series. And today we have this amazing story about Peter. It starts with and it's all kind of connected. He starts with this vision. He has this kind of vision, dream, where he sees a sheet coming down from heaven, all different kinds of animals, which is a reference to the Old Testament law about what you eat and what you don't eat. In the vision, he's told, you can eat all of this. Everything that God has created is holy, and it's God's way of telling Peter that salvation is not just intended for the Jews, but for all people, and that Peter has to open his mind to the Gentile world and be a little more global in his thinking. Then he meets Cornelius, a Gentile, goes to his house, has dinner with him, and all of that is something that staunch Jews would look down upon. And in fact, Peter's called into question, and he has to explain himself, and he uses the vision to explain himself. And then we see that Herod, who is in charge, he arrests and he kills James, the brother of John, with a sword, and immediately arrests Peter. Peter's in prison, and Peter has this experience. He's asleep, and it says that the angel came by and slapped him and woke him up and says, "Come on, let's go." And the guards are asleep, and they walk out, and while all this is going on, the church in that town, they're praying for Peter to be set free and for God to be with Peter and make him strong in this. Peter knocks on the door. He comes to his senses, it says, and he knocks on their door, and they look at each other and they go, "That must be, what is that? Who knows we're here?" And he knocks again, and then he comes in, and they can't believe that it's him, and this miracle of him being released from prison. And when morning comes, it tells us there was no small commotion among the soldiers. Well, I'll bet, because the penalty for allowing a prisoner to escape like this was the soldier's life. They would die. They would be killed because they allowed this to happen. So I imagine they were just a little bit anxious about Peter walking out in the middle of the night. But clearly Peter's a changed man now, and it's enjoyable to watch that transformation as it takes place. The book of Acts, enjoy.